Best part of the week. How you beautiful people doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All of your friggin' faces. Cameras on. Turn your motherfucking cameras on, please. This is an interactive call and I want to see your faces. 2, while you're getting sorted, please rename yourself. First name, space, at Instagram account. Because I will be checking. First name at Instagram account. If you're new here, you might want to settle in. I wouldn't recommend putting your hand up and being like, I got a question, Dan. And then you ask something where you clearly didn't follow the onboarding and you get blasted, and you will, because I hold people to the highest standard. So a few things. One, what did Jen send me here? This is going to be an incredible call. You guys are going to freaking, this could be the best call you ever be on, but we're going to kick it off with some house cleaning. One, there is a spot that just opened up. I can't believe. So there was a last minute cancellation. April 11th to 12th, I'm doing a jet set. It's to St. Louis, but what most people don't know, we're also going to Boise. I'm doing Russell podcast, Nathan Barry from ConvertKit podcast. So meet me in Kelowna, fly down to Boise. We do those 2 pods. Then we fly to St. Louis for the St. Louis Summit. So the jet set also includes VIP tickets to that. So I don't even know what the cost of that is. And we're going to First Form. So if you don't know, 75 Hard, Andy Frisilla, Sal Frisilla, Ben Newman, continued fight on Instagram. It's that trip. And there's only 2 spots because I'm bringing my CEOs from a few of my companies on the trip that you're going to hang out with. So I'm not going to say there's a best jet set, but that one's gearing up to be freaking amazing. So there is an application. You have to be doing 7 figures. You can't be weird. You have to talk to, literally, there's a conversation that has to be had. So don't apply if you are concerned, because the right person should be concerned. Oh, book review contest winner. Holy moly, you guys are incredible. Literally almost 100 applications. And the winner is Sebastian Rusk. So Sebastian, please, in the chat, post your, or somebody post his winning video. But congrats. You guys are incredible. Like, honestly, we were going through all the applicants and it was really sweet, some of the things you guys said. So thank you for that. Sebastian gets 6 months of Elite for free. Jen's going to coordinate the connection. Oh, bad news. Social Selling Summit is sold out in April. If you want to get put on the wait list, just email support at Dan Martell. You can get all the details from Jen. I'm not going to go into it. But the next thing that we got going on in Kelowna with me is the 26th and 27th of June. And that is the Empire Builder. Okay. This is limited, again, for 7-figure earners, people that have businesses that want to learn how to scale to 8 figures. And it's one of the most advanced business trainings I do. I do it once a year. And my favorite part about this is I get 2 house parties a year at my house. And that's one of them. The other one is my Christmas party. So if you want to come to Kelowna, hang out for 2 days and come to my house and party, I may try to coordinate all my cars up at the house, because that would just be fun. So if you're a car person and you like business and you want to come to Kelowna in late June, you can't beat Empire Builder. So that's coming up. All right. Can I ask you guys a question? Today, we're going to do some hot seats on Instagram. Okay. So we're going to do some social media stuff. But before I do that, I want to teach you some very specific Instagram ninja shit that nobody talks about. And I'm going to help you reframe your mind, because some of you guys are just not doing what I need you to do. Okay. So when it comes to posting on Instagram, being consistent, creating social media content, what is the hardest part for you? Answer that in the chat. Let's go. In the chat, what do you got? Everybody. Let's go. Yes. Stories, knowing, write them. I got to say, I'm really proud of everybody putting your cameras on. Thank you for that. Okay. Caitlin, Carson, Joseph, Coatland, Matt, Rich. I see your faces. Sky. To me, this is very personal. I don't coach because I got to coach. I coach because I love to coach. And one of the things is I'm here live, you're here live. If not, you just watch a replay. So good. You guys are incredible. Now, at the end of this, we're going to post a video, okay, as a team. But I want to go through some stuff that I wrote down, and then we're going to do some audits. First off, if you don't know what the 5 daily non-negotiables are, you should go watch the onboarding. Okay. But the 5 DNNs, they're often referred to. One of them is that you have to post 3 stories a day on Instagram. Most people think it's for marketing, and it is. But the real reason I ask, every one of these 5 daily non-negotiables has a deeper meaning. The posting 3 stories on your reels is for you. It's personal development. Here's why. Write this down. You become your conversations. You become your conversations. And some of you are having really shitty conversations with yourself inside your head. And I need to combat that, overcome that, create an antidote for that. And it's my forcing function to help you redirect and focus. Because I will tell you, if you posted on your stories the bullshit you tell yourself in your head, nobody would follow. And people would probably call the fucking psych ward to come help you out because you're not nice to yourself. So by asking you to share positivity, help other people, teach them stuff, show them what you do to improve your life. That is my way of helping you understand that you become your conversations. If you take nothing from this call, underline that, highlight it, and understand it. It is the path to success. It's why these 5 daily non-negotiables exist. And most people think it's a marketing thing, and it is, but that's not why I ask you to do it. When I designed those 5 daily non-negotiables, I asked myself, if the person who enrolled in Elite never came to a call, what could I ask them to do as a ritual or a routine or a habit that would almost guarantee that they get a 10x return? Those 5 daily non-negotiables is how you do it. It's impossible not to win if you do them. So I just want to share that real quick. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is why posting content is so important, is you receive what you desire for others. Write that down. You receive what you desire for others. Yesterday, I was doing a book meetup here in Hawaii. That's where I'm at right now. And one of the things I shared with the people was, because everybody wants to know, what changed? What changed? You posted on YouTube for 8 years and you kind of grew, but not really. And then all of a sudden you had this meteoric growth. I will tell you what changed. I stopped making it about me and I started making it about other people. I stopped posting content as a marketing function and I started posting content to serve the world. I started asking myself a simple question, which is, how do I create more value for anybody else in the world than anybody else in their world? And on the back end of that answer, obviously was my book, obviously was social media, obviously was me auditing my time in my bank account and saying, how much time am I really dedicating to this? If I really want to have impact, am I full of shit right now? Or am I really giving of myself to the world? So you will only receive what you desire for others. Big idea. Huge idea. The other thing is nobody pays you if nobody knows you. Nobody will pay you if nobody knows you. Business 101, awareness, marketing. Nobody pays you if nobody knows you. The reason why Warren Buffett has a lineup of multiple generation family companies, multi-billion-dollar companies lining up to sell their company only to Warren is because of his reputation, reach and reputation. Think about it. There's 2,700 billionaires in the world. If I asked you to name some of them, most of you guys would stop at about 12, maybe 20 billionaires. There's 2,700. Warren Buffett's one of the most notable. Why? Content marketing. And some of you guys don't get it. What does he do every year? Type it in the chat. What does Warren Buffett do every year? What does he do every year? Post it in the chat. Annual shareholder meeting. Every year, annual shareholder letter. And he's been doing it way longer than most of you guys have been alive. Content marketing, creating, sharing of yourself, helping other people get rich. You get what you want for other people. If you want to be rich, you got to help other people get rich. That's what Warren Buffett did. All right. So I'm going to give you guys 3 key things to think about, and then we're going to do the Instagram audit. Number 1 is when people are like, what do I create? What do I share? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? I had a friend of mine, he wanted to be known as an EOS coach, whatever, the entrepreneurial operating system. You want to be the top EOS coach in the space. I said, show me your content. I looked at his page. There was no mention of EOS. So how can you possibly be the number one person if nobody knows that's what you do? Some of you guys are not putting yourself out there as the person that can help people you. Some of you know this damn well. I follow your content and I know what you do. And I look at your content and I'm like, how does this get people aware or desire to work with you around the thing you do? I'm not saying every post, but I'm saying some posts. So answer the question, what do you want to be known for? If you don't have a clear, concise answer to that, then no shit, it's going to be hard to create content. Okay. Second is the Instagram framework. I teach this. It's called the Instagram Blueprint. It's in the backlog. You can watch that when you get a chance. But I want to highlight a few things. Number one, your Instagram stories. Think of it this way. It's a reality TV show with commercials. Write that down. Reality TV show with commercials. One time I had this very famous female influencer to me. Dan, I watch your shit explode. How? I said, let's get on a call. I'll grab Sam, my creative director. We'll get on a call. I'll open up everything to you. We get on the call. It was her and her person. And she starts asking us how we blew up our Instagram or our YouTube. And I started walking her through it. Immediately, her face went to, oh, that sounds like a lot of work. I said, oh, yeah, it is. And she's like, oh, that won't work for us. Even her social media person was like, yeah, this person's not going to do that. And I was like, interesting. I said, why is that? They go, because we try to reduce the amount of time we put into our social marketing. Think about this. I used to be this person, just so you know. I used to brag at how little I worked on my social media marketing. As little. It's like the entrepreneurs out there. Some of you guys are this person, okay? Some of you brag to other people how little you work for the money you make. That is so fucked up. I want you to understand it's fucked up. You brag about how little you work for the money you make and you want to make more money. Do you think the universe is going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to give this money to this person because they're going to do less? Some of you guys want your social media to grow and you're wondering why it's not growing. It's because if it grew, you would want to do less. Don't be that person. Your Instagram stories is a reality TV show with commercials. If you're not putting your life out there, if you're not showing people what you're up to, then there's no trust. And if there's no trust, people don't buy. You're all on here because you follow my stuff. I'm consistent as fuck and you trust me. If you didn't trust me, you wouldn't have bought. Okay. Number two. Okay, this is all part of the Instagram framework. I'm just going to double click on it again. Instagram posts are to engage your community. Okay, so the posts, stories are different. Instagram stories is what you post as a story. The posts are not reels. The posts are posts. So when you go to your adding on Instagram, it says post. Watch what I do. Instagram posts are to reactivate your dormant followers that don't watch your shit. So if you see lately, we've been doing these written carousel posts. Those work really well. If you're not doing them, highly recommend you do it. Okay. Third thing, Instagram Reels is how you grow your audience. You will not grow your audience on Instagram stories and you will not grow your audience on Instagram posts. You will only grow your audience on Instagram Reels. The key is you have to be consistent because Instagram looks at your page. And if you're inconsistent, it's not going to boost your shit to the audience because it doesn't trust that you're going to keep showing up. So Instagram wants to promote content creators that they trust are going to create content over time. So if you're not consistent, you screw yourself every time. You go on vacation for 2 weeks and you don't post. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal. Don't be that person. My fitness coach, Alan, which some of you guys know. Okay. Some of you guys are in my fitness program. Alan asked me 5 months ago, 4 months ago, what he should do. Okay. When I first met Alan, he hated Instagram. He didn't want to be on social media. Long story. I'm not going to get into it, but you know, he works out with me, hears me, sees my results. He kind of asks some questions. So I tell him, go hire somebody, just like I've told all of you guys, find a collaborator, it could be somebody on your team. So he hires a video person and he starts posting reels. And I said, just show your personality, Alan. You are a fucking character, dude. You are a character of characters. And he does. And he has videos of him popping up in his fucking pink t-shirt behind a wall, like just ridiculous stuff. And 2 weeks ago, he posted a video about the 4 workouts to get biceps. Yeah, you see it, Cassidy. I think he's at 3.4 million views. I was there the day it blew up, and we were trying to work out. He couldn't stop. 4.9 million. 4.9. I think he's at 30,000 followers in the last 2 weeks. And he couldn't, he was just buzzing. It was like Alan times 10, just, oh, what do I do? What do I do now? I'm like, talk to the people, Alan, follow the process, follow the process. He's like, all right, didn't sleep for 4 or 5 days in the DMs. You gotta understand, he's adding tens of thousands of people in a week, and he's just like DMing and chatting and da-da-da-da-da. He literally will make more money in the next 2 weeks off of his DMs from that video than his whole year last year. You guys understand that? You're all one video away from changing your whole life. And the reason you'll never get there is you're not consistent and you're not putting yourself out there. You're holding back. You're crafting your fucking feed. You're being too precious with your content. You have to let go. Go all in. Okay? Number 3. This is a big hack that you guys are going to love me for. Okay? Nobody's ever taught you this on social media. Once you know it, you can't unknow it, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay? What I first need you all to do is to take a picture of you on the call. Nobody else, though. If you can hide everybody else, it's just you and I. Take a picture with your phone. Pull out your phone, everybody. Take a picture, okay? Take a picture of you and I on this call. Does that make sense? I'm watching you so I can see that you're not doing it. Take out your phones, every one of you. Pull out the phone and take a picture of being on this call. You don't have to take a video. Just take a picture, right? And you don't have to have you in it. You can just take a picture of me on the call. But I want you to take a picture of being on this call, because if you don't share what you're doing to improve your life with other people, then people won't trust you that you can help them improve their lives. If you're not the type of person that does things that improve their life, why would they trust you? If I've got 4 different chiropractors to choose from and I watch all of them on Instagram, and one keeps posting about his vacations and his food and all that stuff, and the other one tells me that he's at some chiropractic convention learning about the latest in EMF and all these different techniques, who am I hiring? The guy that's invested in himself, because I can trust that he's being exposed to the best of the best. That's why when you're on these calls every week, once a week, you should take a picture and you should share it with the world. And you should let people know that you're worth it, that you're investing in yourself, and that you are progressing in your own career. People want to be around that. So here's how you make this really easy. You guys are going to love this. What I do is I record myself all the time. Okay, so right now I'm doing a video. And I'm teaching my tribe, okay, just so that you're watching at home, teaching my tribe how to do Instagram reels, because some of them get inside their head and they don't want to create the content. And they're worried about how they sound and they don't like the way they look. And they're like, I don't have enough energy today. I don't feel good. Your mood does not dictate if you do the thing, okay? I'm looking at you in the eyes. You know damn well who the fuck I'm talking to. Your mood doesn't matter. Do the thing. They do the thing because they're my clients. They do the thing. And then, so you see I'm still recording. And then I stop. And I might record 5, 6, 7 times a day. And I decide if I ever want to share. See, some of you guys don't realize you can just record on your phone and you may never have to share. You can record it 3 or 4 times and you can share the best version of it. Just learn to record. Record, capture. If you're inspired, boom. Oh my God, I'm so inspired today. Today I'm on my call. These people are the best people in the world. They're so cool. You should see the chat. It's lighting up. It's crazy. I'm so lucky. So lucky. Fucking love these people. They're the best. I could just record and record and record. I could do 1,400 different things. See, you got to learn to capture. You got to learn to capture. Okay? I don't create, I capture. The reason why I have Sam with me all the time is because he's capturing. Literally, all the shit. Everything I do, I just put it on the internet. You guys want to hear something wild? I don't approve any piece of content that goes live on the internet. I know some of you control freaks are like, fuck that. I could never do that. That's wild. I've never approved a piece of content that went live on the internet. Why? Because I know what I said it. I know who I am. And I don't need to approve shit. If something goes live that is like, ooh, that's a little fucking racy, I'll just archive it and I'll tell Sam, hey, and that might have happened twice in the last 2 years. Honestly, it's because Something was a private conversation that I might have said to another person that just did not need to be there. Okay. So by all means, those are the three things I need you to consider when it comes to Instagram and growing your audience. Okay. If nobody knows you, you won't get paid. If you don't make it about other people and you only make it about making money, you're never going to grow. And if you don't put the consistency into the game and just keep learning to record and sharing of yourself, it will never work because it'll always feel hard. You got to get to a place where you can pull out the camera, talk to the camera, hit publish or share later. And it's not a big deal because it shouldn't be a big deal because it's who you are. And if I was friends with you and we were hanging out next to the pool and we were talking, that's the person I would be talking to. And guess what? If I'm your friend and I like you, there's 8 billion people on this earth. Other people will like you too for who you are. You guys get that? When you guys come to my book meetups, you meet me in person, I want you to know you're getting the same version of me. I'm actually quite nicer in person because on these calls, I'm like, I fucking see all your faces and I just want to wrestle you to the ground with love for not doing the work. I want everyone on this call to be fucking rich. I want you to know that. I want you to be happier. I want you to be richer. I want you to have all the stuff. And if I could do it for you, I would. And that's why I get so excited. But I am who I am because it turns out that's really easy. If you try to be somebody else on the internet, you're going to create a prison of your own